Hey everyone, this is Matt. So I noticed some weird behavior with XArray on the cluster, so I wanted to show it to people. So I've got a machine here with 140 cores and half terabyte RAM, and I'm going to read some data. First, this takes a long time. This is just the network file system, not as much we can do about it. I'm going to pause and restart once this is done, because it takes a while. Yeah, okay, so that finished. It took about a minute to read. Actually, how many files are in there? 12 files. So that's an awkward situation. Okay, so problem number 2, when we open up this dataset object, we're going to see the work happening here on our right. Hopefully, there we go. So you'll notice there's a lot of small sequential computations. So somewhere in XArray there is a for loop that is calling dask compute, and it is calling that with relatively small graphs. There's only 8 or 9 things here at a time. It's calling it thousands of times. So ideally those happen in parallel, if possible, or never happen at all. Now it looks like we're actually doing some actual work. Looks like we're actually reading some data sets. So here's proper parallel computing. So we're reading, I guess, data sets, and that's take about 12 seconds each to read. Okay, so that'll finish briefly. Great. Second thing, when we do this resample operation, we again get hundreds of tiny little graphs. So again, something in that operation as well is taking a long time. I'm not sure what. It could also be that it's the same operation and we're just not persisted before, so we're doing the same sort of slow thing again. There's one more thing I want to show if we can get there. Okay, that finished. So yeah, one more thing. So let's go and look up here. We can look at the full task plot and the profile. So in tasks, we see that there are these sort of many small tasks. And then there's a few big operations. These are again sort of sparse. These would all be squished together. Look what's happening on the individual task level. Almost all that time is being spent just in getting data out of netcdf files. So there's nothing particularly surprising here. It's just that we do it one at a time rather than all at once in parallel. Okay. So now I'm going to actually break the cluster down. So when I go here to actually do this operation and we plot things, it'll be nicely parallel for a while. We'll put a bunch of data in RAM, then eventually our head node will crash. So I'm not sure what the plot is doing, but I suspect at some point we're moving a lot of data to the main machine, and that's killing it. There we go. Yeah. So we've just killed the cluster, and that's it. Those are the problems that I've seen so far. So thanks for your time.